He did not like you.
The king don't wanna see no one. Go away.
Teach me to make those rude gestures at mobs when they're going in.
Hey, can we CC two guys in the middle? And CC that one in the far back. Thank you. Right into all of them. That's awesome.
Oof, that was unfortunate.
Start marking them, which ones you want down first.
Kill the big guy.
Amanda, move away from that ad in case you get that debuff.
Stun.
By the way, DBM plays a sound when you have that on you.
Sorry, didn't move out fast enough.
Yeah, I think next time we'll pull the middle last. Just for that reason, right?
No, someone
Might
life
be a
group
good
me into
idea.
the group.
We're doing good.
We're still mostly live.
We got a cloak.
That was exciting. It was fun.
If he's the only one
Intellect.
dying.
That was LFR stuff.
Can we leave? That one last one.
There's something here.
Intellect cloak.
Want the robe anymore?
Let's do.
It's got a socket too.
Main spec roll
So-
on the cloak guy.
Are we doing not roll if you want something?
Hey, as soon as this ad dies, they're gonna be right there, so let's move.
Well, it's pretty much the same way we've always done it. If you need it, go ahead and roll, but if you've won something, speak up and...
Oh, here's a weight.
Yeah, that's-
a leather weight.
5,
That's why I wanted to leave the last one up,
2, 1.
so I could do it.
I blame Joel.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Can I get a...
The only
rest?
one that died was actually Nikki and Niners.
Yep.
Yeah, but I have to
Oh,
loot
yeah.
them.
Yeah, I went
Quick.
to take one for the rest of you.
Don't
Yeah, that's
Y'all
why.
need to just,
appreciate it.
please just move back, everybody, except those that have something to do.
Alright, I'm
Just
gonna
pick it
grab
up and
it.
loot it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Ooh, and a belt.
Alright, now let's do the roll.
Leather belt.
You said we could roll?
One
No, you
second,
gotta-
let me...
She's got to put it in the guild bank, and y'all got to roll on it. Highest bidder at 75% cost of AH.
I'm gonna slap him.
If not, we're gonna put it in the auction house.
Yeah, for
first
full
one
skill
value.
needs money.
40. Yeah, first one to come up with 40k gets it.
Let's try that again on the main spec on the cloak.
All gold to the guild bank.
See, to me, that's clearly a healer's cloak in my head. Fully 100% with spirit.
Well, if anybody
Nikki's
else
first.
needs it, you guys can roll.
Nikki's first roll was a 68. I think that gets it.
Yeah.
I think Nikki won.
You
Thank
go, girl. You took that risk. Go ahead, girl. Did y'all see how she just ninja stuffed in there and grabbed that stuff? You go, girl.
You know me, take it and run. Now, guys, because this one is BOE, I would ask that you, if you need it, roll on it,
Put it
but then
on.
equip. Yes, please.
No rolling for off specs or off tunes, actually. It's whatever's in raid at the moment.
Congrats, Val. There you are.
Thank you.
Josh, how familiar are you with this? I only kind of remember it from the one time we did it before.
I've never tanked it, so
Congrats.
Okay.
You
Paul was the one
basically
that was
Paul-
tank stationary, and Femos was the one that does the whirlwind, right? And has to be moved.
yeah.
yeah, but they have to be kept together because they buff each other when they're apart. It only gets moved. The whole group
For
is
the whirlwind.
basically on these whole group's basically on these circles here. And
Drop some
you
marks,
bring
send
them.
on.
I haven't got where I'm jumping here. We start off here. You pull them both here, and we move accordingly where he sets down his fire. When he sets down his fire
And who?
things. Sorry. Let me get the names. Femos will throw two weapons opposite each other. What we do is we come and stand behind the nearest one, the whole raid. That way you only have to deal with one fire.
Whole raid with
Coming
the
at
exception
you.
of the tanks.
No, including the tanks.
Okay.
We all move as a group. Now, when Femos is about to do a whirlwind, whoever has got Femos has to run him to the middle. Here. you know, to the middle circle, so that none of the rest of the raid take that whirlwind. The rest of the raid just moves around this area as needed, from sort of basically from circle to circle.
But Paul is always tanked on blue.
Paul is always tanked amongst the raid.
Oh, okay, so not on blue mark.
Well, we're going to start on the blue mark, but Paul's going to throw down a big AoE damage, and when he throws that down, we all move to the next circle.
And that's his
What are you
weapon?
going to do about his charge?
His charge, you just basically have to be standing behind him.
With his charge, he will look where he's gonna go. You know, it's an easy thing to evade the charge, but you got to pay attention. He will look in your direction, and you better move. Plus,
Who's that,
DBM will
Paul?
tell you.
Yes,
Paul's
Paul
charge?
with the charge.
Yeah, it's
Full
called a
charge.
shield charge. By Paul.
If you haven't done the fight, in normal here, it's best to sort of give it a shot and see what happens, because I mean in LFRs everybody ignores the fire weapons where they sort of start throwing fire at you.
Well, when I tanked it the one time before, I had Paul, I tanked him where blue was and never moved. And then the other tank just moved Femos in and out depending on when he did his whirlwind. And that was it.
Yeah, just Jolar tank, instead of tanking on the square circle where I'm standing right now, the group should stand where I'm standing. And then basically when he shield charges, what you do is you run over to the pillar so that you dodge his charge, and you run back. And then basically Jolar should be standing like right here with one, and then the other tank is going to move the boss away on the whirlwind ability. And you have to dodge fire, because if you can't dodge fire, then you basically die, and yeah, that just sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, like I was standing about where you are now, K-Tex, and the other tank was standing, like 60, 70 degrees off, but we were both around here with the two of them. And then he just moved Femos off as necessary.
Okay. So we
I
can
don't
stay
know,
in
Josh,
the circle.
which one do you want to try?
Yeah, the problem
take
is,
the purple back.
Joe, if I can
Okay.
sort of,
Yeah.
when you're moving Femos, you're moving the whole raid. When you're moving, Femos is the whirlwind. He's the one that gets moved. Is that correct?
He's the light guy on
Femos-
the left.
Femos is the whirlwind, and that's the one we, as range, have to make sure we see where he's at.
Well, he's the one that needs to get moved. Paul stays stationary and moves,
Right.
and the raid moves together when he does his AoE, when he puts a big AoE down on the floor.
A lot of this we're going to have to see, guys. I think we do a little better if we're actually in it.
Yeah. I mean, if the whole raid comes here to this circle, I'll call when we move to the next circle. That's basically what
Nikki?
we're gonna do. We're gonna go from circle to circle when he does his big AoE damage.
Put a second
Nikki, I
marker down then.
I wrote down what's typical of his rotation, or both of them. Quake 1 comes out, which is a weapon. We have to discuss what you're going to do when that weapon comes out. You'll get the fire waves. Then he'll do a shield charge. We have to make sure that we get out. A whirlwind. We have to watch where the circle is for the whirlwind. Then an interrupting shout, enfeebling roar, a pulverize, and then it starts all over with a quake all over again. Rinse and repeat. So again, quake, you're going to get a fire. You're going to have to make sure you live through the fire. He's going to do a shield charge, so you're going to make sure you get out. Watch where the the direction of where the shield charge is going. Get out of his way. Whirlwind, you're gonna have to make sure you all know where Phemos is, because he's gonna come with that stuff after the shield charge. An interrupting shout, stop casting, because if not, you'll be shut down. Spellcast will stop for you for a few seconds. Enfeebling roar, you have to stack for enfeebling roar. The share works the damage. Pulverize, it's just he moves out and the roof falls on you. Those are the mechanics.
Okay. I just want to say, we're going to have to get going, guys. We've discussed it and then typed it and then discussed it again, and I'm about to fall asleep, and I've got to work tomorrow, so let's
do it.
at least give it a shot. Let's see what it looks
Let's
like.
kill shit.
I got
So-
disconnected.
Okay. Where am I moving Phemos for the whirlwind? Out towards the center?
Yeah.
Just move him to there. Every time.
Doesn't have to be that far, but
Like here?
in that
Edge to the
The
direction.
edge?
A little bit more. There.
Okay.
Oh, so
And I'm gonna
taking
tank-
this so I'm taking this until Jane gets back, right?
Josh, to make it easy so I can strafe, you tank over here. Where I am. And I'm gonna tank over on this side so the raid can move just a little bit, and then I can strafe right towards the center.
Let's have a look at this, and then we'll get it next time we raid.
So am I gonna go to his weapon at all, or am I just gonna stand here the whole time and just dodge shit?
What
Just
I
need
did
to know.
before was I just basically stood there and dodged the fire, but I didn't move from that circle when I did Paul before.
Alright, fantastic.
Good luck, all.
Jen back yet?
I'm on the loading screen.
Josh, you're closest to Paul. I expect when you taunt him, Phemos will come over and I'll taunt him when he gets close.
We've got hunters to MD him if you want. It's a shared, you can hit whichever mob you like, it's shared health.
There's Jan back.
Which one has less AoE around it? Damage wise.
I usually stick to the purple one when I'm on LFR.
They share health pools, so you should be dotting both of them to maximize your damage.
This is for the pool.
Yeah, like I have a lot of options for dots, but anyway, let's go.
5, 4, 3.
Look, you have to move away.
Fight 'em back, Dick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Incoming front.
That's going to be a weapon.
Fire's coming now. You might want to move.
Beware. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Whirlwind's going to be coming.
They so small.
Intimidating shout soon.
Hear this?
Enfeebling roar is going to follow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everybody step.
Watch out for
Everybody spread a little bit.
Quake in 10.
5, 4, 3, 2,
It's the weapon.
Shield charge.
Aspect of the fox. What help here got? When we're having to move them.
Incoming fire.
Fire.
I did it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Whirlwind.
Down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wing and roar.
Over.
You got a range. Everyone should have a range thing. They want to make sure it's good when that goes off.
Shield charge. Watch his direction.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Quake inbound. That's the weapon.
Say when you need.
Whirlwind in 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch his the